Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the concept or the term lockdown here in Thailand. I've had a lot of folks, I shouldn't say a lot, but I have had a few people who have contacted me on this topic, basically asking me the question, why does the Thai press seem in many instances to be going out of its way to say that this is not a lockdown? Just as one for example, and this is just one piece I found because I've seen this in other places. I've also seen it, the situation we're in currently, colloquially referred to as a lockdown, although it seems that they want to be very clear about the fact that technically speaking, it's not a lockdown. I'll get into that here in a minute, but just as a for example, a recent article from the Pattaya News, thepattianews.com, article was titled, How to Register for Inter-Provincial Travel in and Out of High Control Zones, including Chonburi, and again, that's thepattianews.com. Just a quick quote from that. It says, it is also important to remember as officials continue to stress, this is not a lockdown or a ban. And they put this in, they emphasize this, it's all in capitalization, it's all in bold letters, but it is a set of strict travel measures and regulations. And I've seen this throughout a lot of official publications and things where they've said this is not a lockdown. They've made that very clear that it's not a lockdown, but there are people, or I should say there are provinces which are under sort of strict control measures, and there's different terminology out there, sort of a different gradient system based on what's going on. But I've had people ask me, why are they going out of their way to say that this is not a lockdown? Well, it appears to me, and we've discussed this here in the office, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but long story short, it looks like the terminology lockdown has certain legal implications here in Thailand. There's certain obligations that may sort of spring to life as a result of something being deemed a lockdown. There are it may actually trigger certain things in various types of contracts and things, most notably things like force majeure may arise in certain contracts, or you may be able to trigger a force majeure clause by having something deemed to be a quote-unquote lockdown. Now, again, not to go too deep into that because that's going to be very case-specific. Long story short, it appears there is a genuine hesitancy to term this current situation a lockdown because of the possible ramifications of so describing this situation. So we're going to keep you updated on this channel as the situation progresses as much as we can. But long story short, for right now, there are substantial restrictions, including interprovincial travel restrictions, which I'm getting into in a video that we made contemporaneously with this one. But long story short, yeah, this terminology lockdown, it is for lack of a better term, it's sort of a loaded term, and it does have legal implications. It's sort of pregnant, if you will, with legal ramifications. And for this reason, there appears to be official hesitance to use this term outright.